Hello, everybody. So, in case you don't know, David Furcayg from Rubin and Company. I represent manufacturers in the electronic security industry, and I've been thinking about putting this ongoing little series of videos together called Meet My Manufacturers. So I have Skip Burnham from Dortronics joining me for the first time. And again, this is just going to be some lighthearted questions back and forth. So Skip, tell me where you're from and what company you work with and what your position is.
Okay, my name's Skip Burnham. I'm the AE sales manager for Dortronics Systems. AE stands for Architect Engineer. So they brought me in to do architectural outreach and education. And I work with the sales reps like David. We have independent reps throughout the country. Go work with them out in the field, do lunch and learns to architectural and engineering firms while we're out there making calls. I have the factory is on Long Island in New York, out on the end of Long Island. I'll touch a little bit on Dortronics.
Where everything is made, by the way.
Fun to talk to. Yeah, so Dortronics, we're a sub company of Sag Harbor Industries. With Sag Harbor Industries, we have a factory out on the end of Long Island that's been there since 1946, and that was started by Charles Edison, Thomas Edison's son. And it's just a fun thing to tell people. And the current owner, Paul Shearer, he just turned 91, I think. And he went to work for Edison when he was 16 or 17 years old. So we have a big, long history. Most people would not have heard of Sag Harbor Industries because we make subcomponents for other assemblies. We have over 100 coils in each of the SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. So there's 9 engines on that ship. We've got over 100 coils in each engine. So
that's great. I
haven't heard of Sag Harbor. They don't give those jobs to just anybody. So Dortronics was acquired about 30 years ago because Sag Harbor was making the windings that are inside the electromagnetic locks. And so we're just all part of the same family-owned business, all U.S. made, like David just said, out on the end of Long Island. And I'm able to do my job from the middle of Arizona, out in Prescott, Arizona, which is pretty
lovely. Now, we've been working together for a few years now, but how long have you been with Dortronics?
It'll be 5 years on May 1st.
Very good. Now, tell me the number one thing that some people may not know about Dortronics, something that surprises people.
Well, I think American made.
Yeah.
And I think the big thing that sets us apart, because we are a small family business, we're one of the very few companies that haven't been bought out by the Assa Abloys and the Allegions. So it's a very nice, tight, fun place to work.
Very nice place.
Things like mag locks and push buttons are largely commodity type items. You made overseas, you pick them out from a catalog, and what you see is what you get. Dortronics, we really set ourselves apart because we welcome and embrace all the custom work. We love to do custom work. We've got a page on the website that just has a random selection of all different custom types of products that we've built, and we really embrace that work and enjoy doing it.
Oh, all the time. I know that every year we would go to the trade shows. John would tell us something new that somebody requested, and then not just for one company, but then it was put in the line so that other people can get it. So yeah, I know that. So a couple rapid fire questions so people can get to know you. Tell me what your first car was.
1966 Mustang convertible that my father bought brand new in 1965.
What color?
For my mom, is burgundy with a black convertible top. And yeah, I gave it to my cousin Jack when I moved out here, and he put a bunch of money into it, and the thing is mint.
Great, that's nice. What is the type of food that you can't stand?
Oh, can't stand? Well, if you can see me full screen, the answer is probably nothing.
Yeah.
I don't like coconut.
Okay. I understand. Some people don't. I like coconut flavor, but I don't like to actually eat coconut.
Yeah,
so
coconut's not my thing.
What movie makes you laugh every time you watch it?
Oh man, Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other ones too.
That's one that I could hear a lot of people saying too. If you could have one superpower, what would you choose?
Oh boy. Tempting to say X-ray vision. Maybe not so much. Superpower. Holy cow. Fly. I'd love to, if I
Love
could
to-
just fly right over traffic.
Oh, that would, yeah, as a salesperson, we know that's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
Be very productive. Absolutely.
Tell people what you're most likely to do on a day off.
On a day off, okay, I'm a big outdoorsman. I live in the middle of the national forest up here. We're a mile high up here in Prescott, Arizona, and you'll find me either on the water or in the woods.
We've spoken before. You like to hunt, fish,
Yeah.
outdoors is your thing, and
Yeah.
you have so much knowledge on security door hardware, but also outdoorsman and everything hunting. I know we've had many conversations.
Yeah, sure enough.
So out of all the trade shows you've been, what's your favorite trade show city? So if things were normal and we were going to
Mhm.
trade shows again, and you said, Skip, you pick the city. Which one did you have most fun in?
Yeah, well, it's hard to beat Vegas, even though Vegas gets old quickly. It's just it's easy to get to. The facilities are great. Uh, it's inexpensive relative to a trade show.
Yeah,
I think Vegas really, it's hard to beat Vegas.
you're right.
It's just set up for it.
Mhm. If you have 10 seconds, an elevator conversation with somebody and they say, well, why should I use Dortronics? Why should I consider? What's like your quick 1-2? Here's your
Mhm.
answer.
The quality, just it's because it's not a commodity based item. We build these things. We build these things one at a time. I know the people that build them.
Yep.
It's just if you like the family business and good people, someone that picks up the phone. There is no voicemail system.
Yep.
You must
I
call
tell
out for hours and you just leave a message.
Yep. I tell people that all the time.
It's just high quality, top quality. It's just made with a lot of care. It really is a lot of pride in the product.
Now, I think you're going to answer one of 2 or 3 different products, but what would you say is the main specific product that separates Dortronics?
It's the interlock controller.
I knew you were going to say that. Yep.
Interlock controllers. Yeah, we do things there that nobody else does. It just
Now,
really,
if you can quickly, 10, 20 seconds, explain to some people that may not know, what is an interlock?
well, it's anytime 2 or more doors need to coordinate or communicate with each other. So a simple man trap, one door's open, the other one has to stay shut. And then we've done systems on single controllers that approach 90 doors on a single controller in a big pharmaceutical plant.
Yep. Yeah. And I explain to customers all the time that using an interlock circuit board is the way to go instead of any software running anything in the background.
Or trying to do it with an access control. These are purpose built and they'll interface with anybody's access control.
Mhm. Inputs and outputs.
Yeah.
As a company, what's the best part about working for Dortronics?
It's the people.
Yeah.
Pure and simple, sounds cliche, but
Yeah.
it is. I've worked for myself as a rep, as you do. I've worked for I don't know how many different manufacturers I've repped, and Dortronics is just a terrific family run. It starts at the head, John Fitzpatrick, who I've known over 30 years.
Mhm.
They're just fantastic people.
You hit the nail on the head. All right. Skip, this was fantastic. Thank you so much. You got to text me a picture of that Ford Mustang. I got to see that.
Coming their way. Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being good-hearted about this. And if you guys like this, give it a like, comment, share it. But if you want to get in touch with Skip or me or anybody at Dortronics, just give me a holler and we'd love to connect. All right.
Thanks, David. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Skip, thank you so much. Talk to you very, very soon, as we always do.